What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out Desert Storm, the Ground War Day 2 Iraqi Counterattack. This is by the legendary Operation Room. I will leave a link down below to the original video. They are at 1.39 mil subs. Let's get them to 1.5 mil by the end of the year. They're absolutely fantastic. I love their videos, the way that they explain different battles and stuff like that. It's so cool the way they animate it. So link down below to the original video. Make sure you go over there, give it some love, all that good stuff. Also, check out Chug. 10% off, link down below. Listen, it's Christmas. Mariah Carey is thawing out. It's time to get yourself a gift. 10% off, link down below. The best drinking vessel in the world. You can even pull out the metal bit on the inside so you can wash this in the dishwasher and protect your wood. Get yourself one. They're amazing. Free customization. Free bag. Look, it got me initial so then no one can steal me Chug. This one's got me initial. This one's got me initial. This one's got me initial. In fact, I can't get out. It's got me water in it. This one's got me initial. This one's got the morale logo. Which, speaking of morale, if you haven't already, go check out morale. Go buy some drinks. Go buy some morale drinks. If you're in the UK, go buy yourself the drink that took me nearly 2 years to develop. I've been working so hard on this. And it tastes amazing. It tastes amazing. I just want to preface, I've got a bit of a cold, by the way. I'm trying to push through it because I want to watch this video. But if I'm a little bit sniffly, just bear that in mind. Also, go check out the Morale YouTube channel. This video will be in collaboration with the Drink Morale YouTube video. With the Drink Morale YouTube channel. Go over to the channel. If you go on the subscribe button down below and click it, it'll pull up both channels. Go over to Drink Morale. Go give it a subscribe. Go check out their Instagram. We're doing a lot of outdoor content, which I'm absolutely loving right now. And it's really, really good. So check it out. Anything else I gotta say? Everyone's like, Luke, shut the fuck up. Just play the game. Play the game. Watch the... my brain's not working. My brain is not working today. What's going on? Why can't I speak properly? It's been a busy morning, to be fair. I started by waking up early, crack of dawn, feeling all sniffly, went and picked up my new van. That's right, you heard me correct. I bought a van because we're going to convert it here on the channel, which is very exciting. Then I went and picked up a new dining room table because I had the van. I mean, we needed a new one because we wanted a nice table for Christmas dinner. Then I got home, put the table together, cooked myself some breakfast finally. Now I'm here. Unbelievable. Let's watch this, shall we?
Sponsored by Conflict of Nations, a free online player versus player strategy game where you can... General Norman Schwarzkopf returns to the war room in Riyadh at 4 AM on Monday the 25th of February 1991, G+1, after a few hours sleep. He observes the large war map, showing the live dispositions of his forces.
So let's look here. There's a big opportunity here for this massive amount of armed forces on the left here to swing round and liberate Kuwait. But to be fair, underneath my head, which you can't see, we're probably going to have a lot of these battle divisions, tank divisions pushing up anyway through Kuwait.
Nearly all Iraqi divisions on the front line, mostly made up of conscripts, have been annihilated. The 240 Abrams tanks of the 24th Infantry Division of 18 Corps have marauded across the border and aggressively penetrated 80 miles into Iraq.
Holy.
After slow progress securing objective Rochambeau on day 1, the French Daguet is preparing to launch its assault on their objective at As Salman Crossroads and Airfield.
The French, have they not gone home yet? I'm always going to give them shit, aren't I?
After their daring helicopter assault behind enemy lines on day 1, the legendary and respected 101st Airborne have progressed the construction of their forward operating base at Objective Cobra and prepare to launch a new...
So those of you who don't know what FOB is, a forward operating base, basically it's like a temporary base for the military. They'll usually use these big, what they call HESCO things. Like, is that what it's called? HESCO bags? I forgot what they're called. But they look like massive, they're basically big sandbags. Massive square ones with like a metal cage around them. And they'll legitimately build a base. And in that area, they'll have tents for medivacs, where people need to get out of there, and all this other stuff. And it'll be protected and guarded, and it'll be kind of like a big hub for a lot of people. For those of you, most people will know what a FOB is on a forward operating base here. But for those of you who don't.
New advance to take and cut off Highway 8 in the Euphrates Valley. Highway 8 is not only Saddam Hussein's main supply line to his forces in Kuwait, but also controlling the road will allow the 101st to destroy any Iraqi military vehicles in retreat. The US Marines and Arab forces in the east continue their excellent progress towards Kuwait City.
I'm surprised we didn't have any like beach landings here on the right. I'm surprised they didn't infiltrate the city from behind here, considering the amount of sea force we had as well. I wonder why they didn't do that, unless there was more worry of getting hit too soon there. Play.
Marine helicopters perform mock attack runs towards the coastline at Faylaka Island. This is a feint and gives a portion of Iraqi troops the false impression that an amphibious assault could be incoming, keeping some of their attention focused in the wrong direction.
That's
as well as the liberation of Kuwait. The other coalition war goal is to
listen, there's a reason I wasn't an officer coming up with these tactics, all right?
destroy the Iraqi Republican Guard, neutralizing it as a potent force for years to come. For this reason, the heavy armoured divisions of 7 Corps need to be making fast progress north to cut off any divisions that try to escape Kuwait. The difference in progress between the left and right flanks and 7 Corps in the centre is vast. Furious, Schwarzkopf demands to know why they're so slow. In reality, the 24th Infantry Division of 18 Corps has met minimal resistance in their march northwards, whereas 7 Corps had to breach the defences of the Saddam line.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The logistical pressure placed on 7 Corps by moving the main assault forward by 15 hours on day 1 has been significant, and so logistical chains can't reasonably be expected to be at full efficiency.
This is the thing, like, you send lads in early. It's not about just sending lads in early. There's so many other logistical things that have to be done to support them, to get all them cogs moving at the same time. And so, yeah, being like, lads, get your fucking boots on, get your weapons, you're going in early. It's so easy to say, and it's so easy to get them lads out. But once them lads are out there, and they've done their assault and they're moving towards Kuwait, they need resupply. They're going to need more petrol, more gas. They're going to need more food. There might be any Kazovacs if anyone got hurt. They're going to need new equipment if anything needs fixing. Like, there's a lot of logistical stuff. People are going to need to take a shit. Who's carrying that back? Who's got the Elson? Do you know what I mean?
Some in Schwarzkopf's circle of staff officers believe that he knows more than he lets on, and is simply exaggerating for effect to light a fire under his generals.
Fair one.
The first action of Day 2 takes place on the western flank of 7 Corps. The 1st and 3rd Armoured Divisions are manoeuvring across the desert to catch up with the 2nd Armoured Cavalry Regiment already in Iraq. They hope to reach the supply depot at Al-Bashaya later on, before dark. 1st Armoured's Divisional MLRS battery covers the mass of Abrams tanks as they roll forward. The conscripts of the Iraqi 806th Infantry Brigade are the unfortunate souls to be the first unit in their way.
God, imagine seeing that many tanks rolling up. Jesus Christ. You might as well have your chocolate out your rations early, aren't you? You know what I mean? You're not going to have long, are you?
The display of firepower brought against them is short but very violent. Like the other conscripts on the front line, their resistance to the tank assault is minimal, and they surrender as soon as possible. The 1st Infantry Division advance beyond the remnants of the Saddam line to clear the area beyond of Iraqi units. Once they're happy that the area is clear, they begin to guide the British 1st Armoured Division through the breach at 10 a.m.
Let's go.
The plan is to line up the divisions of 7 and 18 Corps in an echelon right formation, stretching from the Kuwaiti border to Highway 8.
This is a big amount of distance, by the way. It takes a long time for lads to move that quick and get in position like that. It's not something that happens instantly.
And then wheel the 2 corps in a right turn to hit the Republican Guard armoured divisions en masse.
Yeah.
The 2 groups of the French Daguet are continuing their cautious advance north. Group East advance up the main road towards As Salman. Group West approach an area of land west of As Salman airfield. At 9:30 am, French Gazelles of the 3rd RHC attack a few scattered Iraqi armoured vehicles with anti-tank missiles, and fire short bursts of 20mm cannon fire near trenches.
I just want you to all be aware, this is what it would look like if NATO started attacking Russia. They would roll over them like this. People were always considering Russia to be the second biggest military in the world after the US. But after seeing their failure in Ukraine, if Russia ever did attack NATO, and it was game on, and it was game on to fight, Russia would be rolled over just like this. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with me with that? I think that's what would happen.
Again, the defending Iraqis have no desire to fight, and this is enough for them to surrender. The Gazelles continue to hammer bunkers. A short artillery burst covers the French tanks moving unopposed into the objective. An Iraqi with his arms aloft holds out a surrender leaflet dropped on his troops days earlier, furious that his comrades had to endure an hour of artillery and helicopter attack before being given the opportunity to surrender.
Fair one.
Group East.
Yeah, if they're going to surrender, let them surrender at the end of the day. Them Iraqi lads probably didn't even want to be there. And so attacking them for an hour before they're allowed to surrender, it's a bit sus, that, isn't it? At the end of the day, this is the thing, there's a lot of lads that don't want to be in them fights. Let's be honest. There's a lot of lads who sign up for the military and then the course of action of the military changes. The politics in that country changes, and therefore they have to fight for something they don't necessarily believe in, but they have to because they're under contract. This happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Company of Iraqi T-54.
There's also, I'll go back so I don't miss anything. There's also a lot of individuals that are brainwashed. And who have been indoctrinated in a way that think, I mean, look at the North Korean soldiers fighting in Russia. They're going onto the border thinking that North Korea is a powerhouse of the world. And then they're getting quickly humbled. Look at the amount of troops that Nazi Germany had. The reason they had that many people fighting for something that was so evil was because they were indoctrinated at such a young age. Like, if they actually knew the realities of what were going on, obviously there's some people who did the Holocaust and knew exactly what they were doing. But, like, there's a lot of lads on the front lines that were like, I thought we were the good guys. Do you know what I mean? It happens all around the world. All around the world. People fight thinking they are the good guys. And reality is a lot of them don't even want to be there.
Opportunity to surrender. Group East encounters a company of Iraqi T-50.
Just want to preface saying I'm not a Nazi sympathizer. Fuck Nazis. I'm just saying there's a lot of lads that were indoctrinated into that mindset. I mean, you get it now, don't you? The left and right politics, how young people get indoctrinated into either politics on either side at such a young age. And then because of ego, they don't want to, admit that they were necessarily wrong with some sort of belief. I, for a long time, growing up in England, didn't think that US citizens should have weapons. I just thought, why would you have... I grew up in England. No one had guns. Why would you want everyone to have guns? It makes no sense. Now, as I grow older, I realize, good luck changing that. Good luck being like, yeah, Americans, we're gonna ban weapons. And everyone's gonna be like, no, we're not. No, we're not.
5 tanks. 2 Gazelles and an A-10 batter the column, destroying half of the 15 vehicles, and French tanks roll forward to finish them off. Given the hopelessness of their situation, nearby Iraqi infantry show courage standing up to the French tanks, firing RPGs at close range.
Ooh.
However, they are eventually overcome by machine gun fire from the tanks. Group East continue moving north.
I wonder how many casualties happened there.
In Kuwait, the Arab forces of Joint Forces Command East are moving up the coastal road. They're about 12 miles southeast of the northernmost US Marine elements.
Okay.
The commander of Task Force Papa Bear of the 1st Marine Division believes that a series of overground pipelines and sabotage burning oil wells to their east are enough to deter an enemy attack to their flank. They're wrong.
Wow.
Thick morning fog covers the advance of a recon unit of T-55s against Papa Bear's command post.
Papa Bear's command post? Imagine being called Papa Bear.
Nobody spots them break through the fog, and the Iraqi tanks open fire into the command post tent.
Oh shit.
Miraculously, nobody inside is hit.
Wow.
Chaos erupts as Marines return fire with anti-tank weapons and small arms fire.
Hey, fair one to the US Marines squaring that away and not taking any casualties. Not getting hit? Good lads.
Had the Iraqis taken advantage of the chaos and continued to press their attack, they could very realistically have overrun the command post.
Yeah.
An American corporal bravely charges at the tanks on foot and destroys a T-55 with a shoulder-launched AT-4.
Go on, lad!
As the fog begins to lift, it's
I
clear
wonder if he got like any sort of like medal or anything for that.
that a significant counterattack is in motion. 8 miles north, Iraqi artillery zeroes in on the 1st Marine Division forward command post, likely using radio direction finding equipment to lock onto and home in on the command post radio antennae farm. This post is currently hosting the 1st Marine Division commander, Major General Mayat. Iraqi BMP armoured personnel carriers open fire through the mist from a tree line to the east. Infantrymen disembark and small arms fire and anti-tank missiles.
Oh, so this is where it was legitimately getting rounds down then. This wasn't just rolling over. At this point, they're in an actual battle. I mean, I'm not saying that the others weren't an actual battle, but it was definitely one-sided. This looks very much like even playing field right here until the US gets some backup, doesn't it?
Streak into the Marine encampment. The Iraqi force is brigade strength
Wow.
and is now just a few hundred meters away. 7 Marine LAV armoured personnel carriers and 40 infantrymen respond, forming a line and returning fire with small arms and anti-tank missiles, and the LAV's 25mm cannon. Realising the seriousness of their situation, the Marines request all available nearby Cobra attack helicopters to beat back the enemy line. The Iraqi troops are too close for Marine artillery support. The first of the responding Cobras scream in and hammer the enemy line with cannon and rocket fire.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what that moment was like. Them minutes waiting for support, them few minutes that you're like, come on, get fucking support in ASAP. You're hoping that it gets there as soon as fucking possible, aren't you?
Seeing the Cobras, Captain Stephen Ray, commanding the LAV platoon, orders an aggressive counterattack against the larger Iraqi force.
Yeah.
They roll
I
forward.
mean, look at that. There's 7 of them. Look how many freaking... Wow. Even with lower numbers, the US is like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to be aggressive and get this squared away.
Stopping only to reload their 25mm cannon with fresh belts of 600 rounds. Iraqi gunnery is terrible, and they score no hits on the marauding LAVs.
Holy shit!
More Cobras arrive to join the Marines lighting up the tree line. The aggressive move forces the enemy to retreat through the woods.
Wow.
Ray continues the pursuit for a kilometre. Satisfied that the majority of the brigade's vehicles have been destroyed, he shows mercy and allows the last of the disarmed fleeing Iraqis to escape.
Fair one.
With 38 vehicles destroyed and 300 Iraqi prisoners of war, Captain Ray is awarded the Navy Cross, second only to the Medal of Honor for heroism.
Go on, lad! That's good, that. 7 of them as well. He's like, yeah, lads, let's just fucking go for it. Let's go for it. It's now or never, boys.
Task Force Papa Bear have M60 tanks immediately available to hit back against the attacking Iraqi forces, and with the fog lifted, a large tank battle is in progress.
Jesus.
Marine jets and Cobras have been scrambled.
So I watched footage yesterday of Desert Storm. I've got to find more footage. There's got to be more footage of this stuff.
And pound the enemy vehicles, with M60s and LAVs hammering the inferior Iraqi tanks.
Also, we need to bring back the Desert Storm video games. We need to bring them back.
Particularly fearsome is a flight of 4 Cobras led by Captain Randy Hammond. They form a wide line abreast and fly northeast at 20 knots. Each helicopter begins the assault with 4 TOW missiles, 14 rockets, 4 Hellfire missiles, and 720mm cannon rounds.
Holy.
They expend their entire munitions load in just 10 minutes.
Oh my god,
Over
10
the next
minutes?
couple of hours, the Marines wipe out 2 enemy brigades, including nearly 100 armoured vehicles.
Wow. Think how substantial that is. Within 10 minutes, they get that many rounds down and take out that many individuals and equipment from the Iraqi forces. Think about how dominant you have to be to do that so efficiently and not take any casualties. That's obscene, isn't it? And this, if you think about it, apart from like Iraq and Afghan, is the last time the US fully went to war. Like, fully went to war, right? And you see in this where it's like one big assault of Allied forces. Can you imagine what it would be like today if someone actually decided to fight NATO? Unbelievable.
The US 1st and 3rd Armoured Divisions are making their way north towards al-Bashir, sweeping over all resistance. The British 1st Armoured Division is continuing its transition through the safe lanes of the Saddam Line. The 1st Cavalry Division advances into Iraq, skirmishing with Iraqi armour on the right flank. At just after midday, 60 Chinooks of the 101st Airborne from the forward operating base at Objective Cobra arrive at an area of land 27 miles southwest of Highway 8.
Ah, okay.
They don't have the range to reach Highway 8, so each drop 2 Humvees with TOW anti-tank launchers.
Here we go.
These vehicles immediately depart northeast towards a rendezvous area near the highway.
One of the oldest tricks in the book, any siege tactic, cutting off supplies. They get that highway squared away, take control of that highway, all supplies to QA is gone. All their supplies, their main traveling route done for. It's an obvious and relatively easy thing to do, isn't it, really? It's the common sense thing to do.
In 4 hours' time, Black Hawks will deliver the main infantry assault force directly to the rendezvous point, where the plan is for the combined force to take the highway together. However, heavy wind and rain has turned the Humvee's route into a muddy bog, and progress is nearly impossible.
Ah, shit, innit?
The French assault on the airfield at As Salman is ready to proceed at 2:30 PM. First, a squadron of A-10s roll in to drop bombs on the hangars and bunkers. Following them, Gazelles move in to attack vehicles and bunkers with anti-tank weapons. 900 artillery and mortar shells are lobbed into the airfield
900?
as the 3 ground assault teams breach the perimeter.
Good lord.
Team 1 clears the hangars on the west side of the airfield, Team 2 clear the hangars on the east side, and then the tanks of Team 3 smash through the fence in the centre and clear the buildings on the other side of the runway. Destroying a single tank, the Daguet finds the airfield abandoned and begin to clear the area of anti-personnel cluster bomblets dropped on the runway during the air campaign.
Yeah.
At 4:10 PM, the Black Hawks of the 101st drop their infantry into the muddy bog a mile south of Highway 8. The mud is...
So it looks like they're doing multiple different missions to take Highway 8. So it's not just the one thing they've got to rely on. Brilliant.
almost knee-deep and oozes into the infantryman's boots. Every man displays a gutsy determination, trudging through the mile of thick mud towards the highway, carrying 120-pound packs. The artillery and Humvees, dropped by the Chinooks earlier, are delayed. The going is so hard that the second lift of infantrymen is cancelled until the following day. It takes several hours to make the gruelling march, after which the 101st set up roadblocks in 2 places along Highway 8.
Brilliant.
Mercifully, they meet little resistance. Their first catch is a convoy of 4 trucks.
Yeah, this was going to happen pretty quickly, wasn't it? Supplies would be going up and down that road, like, non-stop. And so they were going to catch something pretty damn quick, weren't they?
American machine gun fire rips into the lead vehicle and the convoy halts, the drivers running away into the night. With hopes and dreams of a shipment of Scud missiles and tank shells, scouts search the vehicles. They report of a shipment of onions.
Onions?
At 6 PM, one brigade of the British 1st Armoured Division is through the breach and clearing pockets of resistance northeast.
Surprised they're not helping in the 1st Cavalry Division right there, just kind of like doing a bit of a flank, helping them out.
Form the southeasternmost point of the Great Echelon, stretching northwest beyond al-Bashir.
24th Infantry Division. They've still got a long way to go to make their way around, haven't they? Holy shit.
Iraqis, the 1st Armoured Division postponed their assault on al-Bashir until tomorrow morning. With orders to find the enemy, but not to become decisively engaged, the 2nd Armoured Cavalry Regiment probes east into the night towards Kuwait. They encounter and skirmish with the Iraqi 50th and 37th Armoured Brigades, screening units for the Tawakalna Republican Guard Division waiting in the darkness.
Holy shit.
During a confused engagement at night, Iraqi tanks and American friendly fire account for 2 damaged Bradleys and 3 M113 APCs destroyed.
Holy shit. So some friendly fire did it as
Behind
well.
them-
Have you noticed that a lot of the equipment that we're losing is from friendly fire anyway? And so it just goes to show, firstly, how complex this system is. For friendly fire to happen, there has to be a small kink in the chain of what is this incredibly massive machine at work. And so for it to happen is a rarity in itself. But it has happened more than you would like. And it's happened more than we're seeing the Iraqis kill or destroy US equipment.
Frag Plan 7 is in motion, and the echelon of divisions make a complex and dangerous wheeling right turn. The manoeuvre is hazardous because excitable and enthusiastic tank crew might mistake vehicles from other friendly divisions around them for enemy units,
Yeah.
especially at night through their infrared sights in bad weather. No
Makes
such
sense.
fratricide occurs. Each armoured division like a finger clenching into the fist, the mighty punch of steel and fury is about to be unleashed.
Ooh, is that the end of day 2? Oh, it is.
Thanks
It's
again
going
to our
quick.
sponsor.
It goes so quick. I love these videos. I'll leave a link down below. There is a day 3, and I'm pretty sure there's a day 4 and 5, but that's rolled into one video. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you want me to watch them. I'm going to watch this in my own time anyway, and so if you want me to watch them with you, it's a no-brainer. So let me know what you think in the comments. Go over to the Operation Room. Give them a like. Give them a subscribe because they've done a phenomenal job at recording this absolutely insane battle. So go and check them out. Highly recommend them. Check out Chug. 10% off. Link down below. It's Christmas. Go buy yourself one. And also, if you haven't already, go get yourself a Morale if you're in the UK. If you're in the US or anywhere else, go buy some clothing on Morale. Support the cause. And go to the subscribe button down below and you'll see that the Drink Morale YouTube channel is also there. You can go check out the vlogs. It's really, really good. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.